Good morning, everyone. This is your English class, and today we will study our second chapter of our grammar book, that is nouns. In this chapter, we will study. So let's start. Defining a noun. A noun is a name of a person, animal, place, or thing. It can name material. It is name an idea, an emotion, a quality, or a state, etc. Nouns are of four kinds: proper, common, collective, and abstract. So, dear students, simply we have to understand first of all what are the nouns. So, we can simply understand that name of anything, name of any person, place, thing, idea, emotion, quality, or you can say name of anything in this world. Everything has a name, and that name is called a noun, right? Like I have my name, you have your name, wall, laptop, screen, charger, Bluetooth, internet. These all the things have name. So these all the things are called noun. Name is called noun. Simply you can understand. Now we can see there are four types of noun: proper, common, collective, and abstract. Right? Now, firstly, let's understand what are the proper noun, what are the common, what are the collective, and what are the abstract. Name of proper thing. Name of proper thing is called proper noun, and name of common thing is called common noun. So if I say country, it can be any country. India is also country, Pakistan is also country. So country is name of common thing, common place, so that is common noun. But if I say India, that is proper name, right? Because India is only one. If I say Pakistan, that's also proper name. If I say country, that's common name. If I say city, that's common. City can be any place. Like Gharaunda is also city, Karnal is also city. But if I say Karnal, that's proper name. If I say school, that's a common name. If I say the Century School, that is a proper name, right? So India, Kanpur, Ganga, Kapil, these are the examples of proper nouns. And country, city, river, person, these are the examples of common noun. In proper noun, you need to remember one thing. Always first letter will be capital of all the proper nouns. Like India, Kanpur, India, I is capital, Kanpur, K is capital. Right? Now let's talk about collective and abstract noun. What are the collective nouns and what are the abstract nouns? So collective nouns means name of the groups. Group name is called collective noun. Like a group of students, that is called class. A group of soldiers, that's called army. A group of keys is called bunch, right? So a group of something is called a collective noun. Like class, army, crew, fleet. That's a collective noun. Now let's talk about the abstract noun: kindness, pride, beauty, pain. Like which thing does not exist in the world, and which thing we can't touch, we can't see, just we can feel. Those things are abstract noun. Suppose I say that book we can see, but can we see the knowledge? Knowledge we can just feel, we can't see or touch. There is a no physical existence of knowledge, right? So knowledge is abstract now. So if I say bowl, so bowl we can say bowl has a physical existence. That's a common noun. But if I say cricket, cricket we can't see, right? So it's a name of a game. That's an abstract noun, right? Beauty, beautiful person we can see, but beauty we can't see. Pain we can't see. Kindness we can't see. Pride we can't see. There is a no physical existence of abstract nouns. Just we can imagine, just we can feel, right? Those names are called abstract nouns, right? Now let's talk about countables and uncountable nouns. Nouns like country, city, river, person, class, army can be counted. So they are called countables and count nouns. Generally speaking, most of common and collective nouns are countables. So dear student, according to countability, we can divide our nouns in two parts. One is called countables noun, second is called uncountable nouns, right? Which can be counted, those are called countables noun. Which can't be counted, those are called uncountable nouns. Like country we can count, city we can count, river we can count, person, class, army. So these are countable nouns. And abstract nouns we can't count, so these are uncountable nouns. Like kindness, pride, beauty, pain, we can't count them, so these are uncountable nouns. So generally common nouns and collective nouns are countable nouns. Proper nouns like India, Kapil, Kanpur names particular person or things. They only one of their kind. So they are called uncountables and uncount nouns. Proper nouns we can't count. Why? Because they are only one of their kind. If they are only one of their kind, how can we how can we count them? We can't count them. So proper nouns are like uncountables. Some common nouns that name material like wood, milk, tea, ink, glass, copper. These are also like uncountable nouns. Some names of material like wood, milk, silk, ink, glass, copper, silver, gold, iron. So these are name of materials. These are uncountables. Abstract nouns like kindness, pride, beauty, pain, that name, states, quality, feelings, and idea are also uncountables. About this, I have told you. However, in certain cases, abstract nouns may also have a plural form, like memories, pleasures, decisions, hardships, vacancies, etc. So, dear student, we have to understand sometimes it happens. Some abstract nouns are countable, like memory, memories, pleasure, pleasures, decision, decisions, hardship, hardships, vacancy, vacancies. So these are abstract noun. Despite it, sometimes they are countables. Means there is a plural form of these nouns. Second point, soap is an uncountable, but we can have cakes of soap. Paper is an uncountable. We can have sheets of paper. Wheat, rice, money are uncountables, but grain and rupees are countables. So, dear student, we have to understand if we say soap, soap is uncountable. So we should say cakes of soap. Suppose you go to a shop and you say that please give me two soaps. That's wrong. You should say that please give me two cakes of soap, right? Soap is uncountable, cakes of soap is countable. In same way, paper is uncountable and sheets of paper is countable. Wheat, rice, money, these are uncountable. Rupees and grain is countable. We need to remember these all the things. Next, some words can be used both as countable and uncountable. You know, dear students, some words are there. Either we can keep them in the category of countable nouns or we can keep them in the category of uncountable nouns. Like, these houses are made of stone. Stone is uncountable. The child threw a stone at me. So when we talk, dear student, about a piece of stone, so in that case, we need to understand them countable nouns, right? So we can say a child threw a stone at me. I have used a here, so we can say that that's countable. But when we understand the stone, consider the stone as a material now, like gold, silver, iron, stone. So in that case, we need to understand is uncountable because names of materials are uncountable nouns, right? So our stone is countable and stone, if we talk about, that is uncountable. Accountable has plural form and uncountable does not have any one. Same thing we have studied. For example, we have visualized images of dog, trees, mountains, classes, armies, but we don't have visual imagine like images of kindnesses, prides, etc. So these which thing does not exist in the world, those things are abstract nouns. These all the things I have told you. Come on the next page. The jug is made of glass. I have taken 3 glasses of milk. Glass is uncountable, glass is countable. So when we talk about the material, that is glass, so material as a glass, that is uncountable. When we talk about the tumblers, right, so we talk about the glasses, so in that case that is countable, like I have taken 3 glasses of milk. 3 glasses means 3 tumblers of milk, right? But when we use glass as a material, so in that case that is uncountable. We can say this jug is made of glass. Now glass we have used here for like as a material, that's why that's uncountable. Next point, countables may be used with such words as a, one, two, few, a few, many, etc. A pen, one student, a few apples, many children. So in this, dear student, we have to understand this point. When things are countable, so we can use these words with them: a, one, a few, many, right? Next point, uncountables can't be used with these words. We can't say a milk, one wheat, a few kindness. With countables, we can use words like little, much, a little milk, much milk. So dear student, we have to understand like these words, a, one, a few, many. These words we can't use with uncountable things. These things are uncountable. With those things we can't use a, one, a few, many. Like, can we say, please give me a milk? No, we can't say. We can say, yes, please give me some milk. Please give me a little milk. So a little, much we can use, and some we can use for uncountable things. But a, one, a few, many, these words we can't use with uncountable things, right? Next, abstract and concrete nouns. There is another way of looking at nouns. All nouns can be abstract and concrete. Concrete nouns refer to people, place, or things that we can see, feel, and touch. They occupy some space. Astronaut, and forest, helicopter are concrete nouns. Abstract nouns refer to ideas, qualities, states, etc. We can feel them, understand what they are, but since they do not occupy space, we can't see or touch them. Flattery, poverty, bravery, and despair are abstract nouns. So, dear student, in this part, we have to understand this point. Like, if we say another way of looking at nouns, so we can categorize all the nouns in 2 categories. One is abstract noun, and second is concrete nouns. So all the nouns either can be abstract and can be concrete. So which nouns have physical existence? Which nouns occupy the space? Those nouns are called concretes. And which nouns does not exist in the world, means physical existence is not there. I want to say physical existence. Those nouns are called abstract nouns. Same I told you, if I say book, there is a proper shape of book. We can imagine the shape of book and it occupies the space in the world. Physical existence is there of book, but that book is concrete noun. But if you say about knowledge, knowledge is abstract noun. Why? Because it does not occupy any space. There is no any physical existence of knowledge in the world. Just we can imagine, right? Secondly, if I say teacher, so teacher we can see and touch. There is a physical existence of teacher. But if I say teaching, there is no physical existence, right? So which we can touch, which occupies space, that is concrete nouns, and which does not exist physically in the world, those are called abstract nouns, right? Let's revise all the things. Nouns, proper, common, collective, abstract. 4 types of nouns are there. Then second, we can categorize them: countable and uncountable, concrete and abstract. In this way also we can categorize. Most of common and collective nouns are countable. Collective and common and collective nouns are countable, like we can say school and schools, army, armies, class, classes. So common and collective nouns are countable. Common nouns that name materials like wood, iron, stone, water are uncountable. Proper nouns are mostly uncountable. Common now, like material nouns like wood, iron, these are wood, iron, stone, water, silver, gold. Like these are the material nouns and these are uncountable. And same proper nouns are uncountable. Abstract nouns are normally uncountable: advice, assistance, progress, and happiness, anger. Some abstract nouns are also countable, like idea, ideas, joys, joys, widget, widgets, example, examples, opportunity, opportunities. Some abstract nouns are plural forms, like have plural forms. A countable noun has a plural form, an uncountable noun has no plural. A and one, few, many, several can be placed before countables. We have understood this point. Little, much, and some also we can add with the uncountable nouns. Now let's come on the next exercise. So dear students, exercise number 1, underline the nouns in the following story and indicate what kind of nouns they are. So basically we need to read this passage and we need to find out what are the nouns here. Secondly, we need to tell that what is the type of those nouns. So types we have to find and what are the nouns we have to find. Let's read the passage. The great Alexander once visited the studio of sculptor in Athens. So we can see that the great Alexander. So the we use for the name. So that's why Alexander is a name. So underline under the Alexander. Once visited the studio. Da we have used here. Da we use for names. So studio is also name, means noun of a sculptor. So a we have used, sculptor is also noun, and Athens, that's also noun. Because remember this, after articles and after prepositions we need to use names, right? Means nouns we need to use. So in preposition is there, so that's also noun, right? Next, we need to understand what the type of Alexander, that's a name, that's a proper noun. Studio, studio can be anything, any studio it can be, so that's a common. So need to like that's a common noun. And sculptor, that's also common. And Athens, that's a is capital, so we can understand that is a proper name. Next, the studio was full of statues, one of which looked rather strange. So studio, da we have used, so da we use for the name, like with the names. So studio is a name, and statues of preposition is there. After that we have used statues, so that's also name. One of which looked rather strange, rather strange. So after that there is a no any noun. So studio is a common noun, and statue is also like a common noun. Okay. Next, its face was covered and there were wings on its feet. Its face. So possessive adjective we have used, determiner we have used. So face is noun. That's a common noun. And after that there was wings. Wings we have used here. So wings we know that that's a name. That's a common. On its feet. Feet is also name. That's a common. What statue is that? Statue again, that's a name but common. Ask Alexander. Alexander is also name, but that's the proper name. Okay. So dear student, in this way you need to find out the nouns and their types. Some part I have done for you and rest of part you will do by yourself. Okay. Now let's come on the D part, formation of abstract nouns. So now dear student, we have to understand how to formate the abstract nouns. We can form abstract nouns from adjectives. From adjectives we can form the abstract nouns, like brave. Brave, someone who is quite brave, and that is a brave person, that is adjective. So by the brave we can make a noun, that's abstract noun, bravery. In the same way, long is adjective, length is name, means noun. False, falsehood. In same way, from verbs, from verb also we can create abstract nouns, like know. Know means like to come to know. No, that's a verb. Knowledge is noun. Choose verb. Choice is noun. Just verb. Judgment is noun. And now from common nouns also, we can make abstract nouns like child, common noun, childhood, abstract noun, friend, friendship, slave, slavery. So by this way, we can make the abstract nouns. Let us learn how abstract nouns are formed with the help of some common suffixes. Some cases when a suffix is added to a word, we have to alter its spelling slightly. So dear friends, by adding suffixes, we can create abstract nouns. Suffixes means when we add some letters in the end of any word. So those letters which are going to be added in the last of any word, those letters are called suffixes, right? So after adding suffixes, we can create abstract nouns. Like some examples are here. So dear students, you need to learn this all the abstract nouns, right? Let's understand how to create abstract nouns. Private, privacy. Privacy, abstract nouns. Short, short is. Marry, marriage. Arrive, arrival. Dismiss, dismissal. Assist, assistance. Free, freedom. Absent, absent, absence. Innocent, innocence. Patient, patience. Boy, boyhood. False, falsehood. Next, pass, passage. Waste, wastage. Bury, burial. Try, trial. Abound, abundance. Wise, wisdom. Excellent, excellence. Obedient, obedience. Present, presence. Child, childhood. Man, manhood. So these are the abstract noun, and in this way, after adding the suffixes, we can create abstract nouns, right? Same way, equal, equality, moral, morality, timid, timidity, active, activity, clear, clarity, generous, generosity, noble, nobility, coward, cowardice, agree, agreement, marry, merriment, pay, payment, blind, blindness, holy, holiness, friend, friendship, decide, decision, omit, omission, right? So these all the abstract nouns you have to study, dear students, you have to learn. Okay, now please come on the next page. Some more abstract nouns are there, like advise, advice, blind, bond, sorry, bind, bond, choose, choice, do, deed, feed, food, fly, flight. So these all the abstract nouns you should learn that. Okay. Now please come on the second exercise. Make abstract nouns from the following words by adding one of these suffixes: meant, ness, thity for oral practice. So this exercise you have to do for your oral practice. Let's do how to do this exercise. In this exercise, you need to add some suffixes and you need to make abstract nouns, right? Like fair, fair we can say fairness after adding nes, fairness. Next, pure, purity, purity. Deep, depth, DWP, deep, depth, DEPTH, depth. Brief, brevity, BREVITY. Noble, nobility, NOBLE, noble, nobility, NOBILITY, nobility. Young, youth, YOUTH, youth. Argue, argument, 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 right? Holy, holiness, HOLY, holy, HOLINESS, holiness. So these suffixes you have to add and you have to do practice, right? And soon I'll send the answer key, then you can match your answers. But remember this, you should do practice. Before seeing the answer key, you should do practice. Now let's come on the exercise number 3. Make abstract nouns from the following words by adding one of these suffixes. So in this exercise, you need to add suffixes and you need to make abstract nouns, right? And these suffixes you have to add. Remember this, which suffixes are written there, you have to add only those suffixes. ance, ence, hood, tion, gom for oral practice. This is just for oral practice, right? Let's do first. So child, we can say childhood. Repeat, repetition, we can say. Next, free, freedom. Present, presence. Ignorant, ignorance. And innocent, innocence. Brilliant, brilliance, brilliance, right? So dear students, in this way you should try to do, right? Now please let's come on the exercise number 4. Fill in the blanks with the nouns form of the words given in the brackets. So dear students, these fill-ups you have to fill. Some verbs and some nouns are here, but you need to make them abstract noun. So abstract noun you have to fill. Basically verbs are written here. So by the help of those verbs, you need to make suitable abstract noun, right? Like see the first example, a trade space was signed between the two nations. So agree word is there, but agree word we can't fill here because that is not suitable. So basically we need to fill here abstract noun. So which abstract noun will come? We need to make from agree word. So we can mention here a trade agreement was signed between the two nations. Means agree means agreement we have made from agree word. Next, spectators burst into space at the space of clone. Laugh and see. Two verbs are here and we need to make abstract nouns. So we can mention here the spectators burst into laughter. We have made laughter from laugh. Laughter at the scene of clone, right? So in first laughter will come and second option scene will come. Come on the third example, the space of raw material affected space. So short and produce, these two words we have to fill, but we have to remember abstract nouns we have to fill, right? So abstract noun we can mention here, the shortage of raw material affected production, right? So in first shortage we need to fill, in second production we need to fill. Teachers are required to act with a lot of, we need to mention here, teachers are required to act with a lot of restraint, right? Next, after the wedding they gave a grant receive. So according to receive we need to fill here after the wedding they gave a grant, let me think, reception will come, right? So in this way dear student you have to do this exercise. Okay, that's enough for today, and rest of things we will discuss in the next class. And now